The disappearance of Natalee Holloway, an American teenager who vanished on the island of Aruba in 2005, remains unsolved. The suspect from the beginning, however, is no mystery. Twice, a young man called Joran VanDerSloot was arrested in connection with the case. In fact, 2 years ago, an undercover video caught him admitting involvement. Tonight, he's the subject of an international manhunt, the prime suspect in the brutal murder of another young woman, as Ashley Banfield now reports.
Are you guilty?
It was 5 years ago this week. Joran VanDerSloot, the infamous suspect in the disappearance of Natalee Holloway in Aruba, first became a national headline.
Tonight, breaking news in the Natalee Holloway.
He was slapped with a lawsuit in New York yesterday.
Under arrest, Joran VanDerSloot.
Now he's back in the news. VanDerSloot has been named the prime suspect in the death of 21-year-old Stephanie Flores Ramirez. She was last seen in the early morning hours of Sunday, but turned up dead just this morning at a hotel in Peru. And it didn't take police long to name their man. He says Dutch citizen Joran Andreas Petrus VanDerSloot, age 21, has committed the homicide. Dutch media reports say Flores was beaten and stabbed to death, and that the murder scene was a hotel room booked under Joran VanDerSloot's name. Flores' father told reporters his daughter was last seen alive with VanDerSloot. He says, "I want to ask the national police to keep helping us. I know that my daughter has died, stabbed. I imagine she put up a fight. I hope that authorities keep following the tracks and detain him and pay the consequences and hope this crime gets solved." Authorities say they believe VanDerSloot has now fled Peru, passing through customs in Chile. They say they think he's on the run to Argentina. VanDerSloot's infamy began in 2005. This is surveillance video from a casino in Aruba. It shows the moment VanDerSloot first met Natalee Holloway. In a remarkable coincidence, police say they also have surveillance tapes showing him meeting Flores in a casino in Peru. Holloway's family has never stopped searching for their 18-year-old daughter.
I know in my heart and I know in my faith in God we're going to find Natalee.
When Natalee missed her flight home to Alabama on the last day of her high school trip to Aruba, her mother, Beth Holloway, immediately flew there to begin the search.
She's approximately 5'5". She weighs about 110 pounds. She has blue eyes.
Soon, Joran VanDerSloot became the prime suspect. Back then, at just 17 years old, he was one of the last people seen with Holloway. He says she pursued him at a bar, that they did shots together and went to a beach alone. 2020 anchor Chris Cuomo sat down with VanDerSloot in an exclusive interview just 1 year after Natalee vanished.
As I remember, she was laying on top of me, kissing, and we were touching each other. And I ended up, she put her hands in my pants and I put my hands in her pants. And yeah, that's as far as it went. No sex.
No intercourse?
No intercourse.
Why not, if that's what you thought she wanted?
I asked her if she wanted to have sex, and she was fine with it. I didn't have a condom with me, though, in my wallet. And I won't have sex with a girl without a condom.
VanDerSloot is adamant that he last saw her alive on that beach, that it was getting late, and that she didn't want to go home. He says he called a friend to pick him up and left Holloway right there, alone on the beach.
Did you kill Natalee Holloway?
No.
Did you harm Natalee Holloway?
No.
Did you help someone else who harmed Natalee Holloway?
No.
Did you see Natalee Holloway in distress?
No.
Are you sure about all those answers?
Yes.
But sometime between then and now, his story has changed a lot. Peter de Vries hosts a popular crime show in the Netherlands. He set up a sting with an ex-con who'd befriended VanDerSloot. Together, they rigged an SUV with hidden cameras and let Joran start talking. What followed was an apparent chilling confession.
And she has her hand down my pants and stuff, and all of a sudden, Patrick, like a movie, all those things she did.
Shaking.
Yeah, a lot.
She was shaking and foam too out of her mouth?
No foam out of her mouth. Not that I saw. I just think that I'm incredibly lucky that she's never been found. Because if they found that girl, I'm in deep.
Why then?
Well, you know, if they have a body, they can try to make a case. Patrick, I'll tell you one thing. I've never discussed this with anyone.
No?
It isn't easy either, not even now.
I know, Joran, but there are some things you have to get off your chest sometimes.
Yeah, it's just... she's never gonna be found. I think.
Because they dumped her in the sea?
Yeah.
Yes? Alone?
Yes.
Did you swim out or something?
No.
How then? That's weird. It's impossible, Joran.
Look, I do know people in Aruba. At that age, I used to go around with people who can help me, but still, I'd rather not name those people.
The confession was sent to Aruba, where authorities reopened the investigation, but did not re-arrest VanDerSloot.
Natalee Holloway.
The host of the show spoke with Nightline about his frustration.
Do you feel the least bit angry or frustrated that the Aruban authorities have not been able to act more quickly on the taped confession that you handed to them on a silver platter?
Yes, of course, as a crime reporter, it's always very frustrating when you know that you reveal the truth, that the law is not able to act on it. What I personally think is that Joran VanDerSloot will get caught very soon. I think in a couple of days, maybe in 2 weeks, and he is making up his story right now, I think, but it will be very difficult to escape from this.
Meanwhile, Stephanie's friends say they're not only shocked at her death, but that such a famous fugitive may be involved.
I was devastated. I heard the day before that she was missing, so I knew something was wrong, but I just didn't expect to hear that, you know, that she died in such a horrible way.
For Nightline, I'm Ashley Banfield in New York.